If the world really knew how powerful you could be, they'd be terrified. But you know what's even more terrifying? You've been hiding it. You've been dumbing yourself down, silencing your instincts, second-guessing your gut. For what? Approval? Comfort? Some fake sense of safety? Let me tell you something brutal. Your silence is costing you your future. Your potential is bleeding out by the hour. And the worst part, you know it. Deep in your gut, you know you're playing beneath your calling. But there's a reason the wisest, most dangerous people on earth never reveal these three things. Because once you do, you become unshakable. You become a weapon. You become free. And if you don't learn them now, you're not just delaying success, you're living in chains. So ask yourself, how much longer can you afford to lie to yourself? Because this is the moment where everything changes or nothing does. And if you walk away now, understand this. The version of you were meant to become, you'll bury them forever. But if you stay, I'll show you the secrets that legends protect with their lives. And once you know them, there's no going back. Why haven't you started? What are you waiting for? Approval, permission, somebody to tell you it's your time? Let me wake you up right now with something you've been avoiding. Every time you talk about your dreams instead of executing them, you are killing them. You are leaking energy, you are feeding your ego and starving your future. You don't need another pep talk. You don't need another post saying grind harder. You need to shut your mouth and move. You keep announcing your goals like you're already living them. I'm going to start a business. I'm about to get in shape. Next year is my year. No, it's not your year, it's your excuse. You've been about to your entire life. And let me tell you the truth. Nobody cares what you're about to do. The world only responds to results. Not noise, not hype, not potential. Results. You know what wise people do? They go dark. They go underground. While everyone else is broadcasting their half-baked dreams, they're building in silence. You don't hear them. You just see the aftershock when they arrive. That's power. That's discipline. That's what winning actually looks like. You're not stuck because you don't have the resources. You're stuck because you're addicted to talking about what you haven't earned yet. How much time have you wasted trying to impress people who aren't even watching? How many moments have you spent performing success instead of earning it? You want to win? Stop performing. Start producing. You want transformation? Then get obsessed with execution. Talk less. Do more. And stop giving people a front row seat to a show you haven't even written yet. Silence is not weakness. It's strategy. While you're broadcasting your plans, you're opening the door for doubt, judgment, and distraction. You're letting fear creep in through the applause. But when you move in silence, nothing can touch you. You become laser focused. You become untouchable. You become dangerous. Every second you spend proving yourself is a second you're not building yourself. You don't need people to believe in you. You need to believe in the grind, in the mission, in the fact that success is earned in the dark when no one's clapping, when no one's watching, and when it's just you and the pain of staying the same. That's where greatness is forged. Not on a stage, not on Instagram, in the silence, in the sweat, in the grind that no one ever sees. So here's the move. Pick one goal, just one, and go dark. No posts, no updates, no validation seeking, just war. Wake up, lock in, and attack every day like your future depends on it, because it does. You've got to become obsessed with the process and allergic to the spotlight. Let the silence discipline you. Let the silence mold you. And let your success speak so loudly that the world doesn't ask, what happened? They ask, how the hell did you do that? Execution is your new language. Relentlessness is your new identity, and your results, they'll be the loudest sound in every room you walk into. So stop announcing, stop explaining, stop begging people to see your potential. Just build, just move, just deliver. Because if you can learn to shut up and show up, if you can starve your ego and feed your mission, if you can let the silence sharpen you into a weapon, then you won't have to talk about being unstoppable. You'll be it. And here's the mic drop. Burn this into your soul. The last thing about you should be your results. Everything else is just noise. Why are you still carrying dead weight? Why are you dragging the past into your future like it owes you something? Let me hit you with the truth most people can't handle. Your greatest breakthrough is being suffocated by what you refuse to let go of. The pain, the betrayal, the failure, the guilt, the identity you wrapped around your wounds. It's killing your momentum. And you know it. You think holding on to it makes you stronger? No. It makes you predictable. It makes you easy to break. You're not stuck because you're weak. You're stuck because you're attached. Attached to old stories, attached to how it should have been, attached to that version of you that was built in survival mode, not in power. And if you keep dragging that old version of you into every decision, every relationship, every opportunity, you'll sabotage every single one. And let me tell you something. Wise people keep their healing private. They don't announce every scar. They don't turn pain into performance. They don't look for sympathy. They build strength, quietly, relentlessly. You want freedom? Then you better learn how to cut the cord. Because the next level of your life will cost you the comfort of your excuses. Most people never get there because they're too addicted to the identity that pain gave them. They've built a life around their wounds. I'm the one who got hurt. I'm the one who was abandoned. I'm the one who never got the support. No. You're the one who gets to decide what happens next. And if you're still rehearsing the pain, still sharing the same sob story to anyone who will listen, you're not healing. You're reinforcing your own prison. You've got to become ruthless about what you allow to live inside you. Ruthless. Because there's a version of you that is leaner, lighter, faster, dangerous, and you will never meet that version while you're dragging a bag full of broken memories behind you. The world doesn't give you freedom. You earn it by releasing what no longer serves you. And that starts with one decision. I will no longer be defined by what hurt me. Do you understand what happens when you make that decision and mean it? You become unpredictable, unstoppable. You walk differently. You speak with clarity. You stop reacting to old triggers because you're no longer owned by them. You stop defending your wounds and start designing your destiny. That's when the shift happens. That's when the chains drop. So here's your play. Tonight, you write it out. What are you still carrying? Who are you still blaming? What story are you still using to avoid showing up fully? And then you burn it. Literally. Write it. Burn it. Cut the tie. Set the intention. And move like a new version of you just got unleashed. Stop asking if you're ready. You're not supposed to feel ready. You're supposed to decide. Power is a decision. Freedom is a decision. Healing is a decision. And it's not always loud. It's not always beautiful. Sometimes it's just you alone in a room saying, I'm done. It ends with me. And from that moment forward, you never move the same again. Because here's the truth. Your destiny is allergic to your history. You can't carry both. You've got to choose. You can keep rehearsing what broke you, or you can start building what will rebirth you. But you can't do both. So decide right now, this second. Are you going to keep bleeding in silence? Or are you going to rise in power? And here's your mic drop moment. Burn this into your soul. The past is not a place to live, it's a place to learn. Pack the lesson, leave the rest. And never look back. You don't get what you want in life, you get what you tolerate. Let that hit you. Every result you have right now, your bank account, your health, your relationships, your energy, is not a reflection of your dreams, it's a reflection of your standards. And for most people, their standards are built on comfort, not on breakthroughs. You say you want success, freedom, confidence, yet every time discomfort shows up, you shrink. You negotiate with fear. You settle. You justify. It's not the right time. Maybe next week, once I'm more ready. And while you're busy negotiating with the old version of yourself, life is passing you by. You're missing your moment. Let me make this crystal clear. If you don't learn how to master discomfort, you will be a slave to mediocrity. Because everything you want is on the other side of what you're avoiding. Every time you choose comfort over courage, you're building the muscle of regret. And regret is heavy. You think taking risks is hard? Try living with the pain of never becoming who you were meant to be. We live in a culture that's addicted to easy. Dopamine hits, instant gratification, quick fixes. You want transformation? You want to build something unstoppable? Then you've got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You've got to train your nervous system to stay in the fire, not flinch, not freeze, fight. Because the edge of discomfort, that's where the power lives. That's where champions are born. The reason most people stay stuck is simple. They're more committed to feeling safe than they are to feeling alive. So they build a routine that's easy to manage but impossible to grow inside. They avoid hard conversations. They procrastinate on action. They distract themselves into numbness. And then they wonder why they feel empty. I'll tell you why. Because your soul doesn't respond to safety, it responds to stretching. And that starts with a new standard, a non-negotiable identity, one that says, I don't run from pressure, I rise in it, one that demands growth, not when it's convenient, not when you feel good, but especially when you don't. The moment you start associating discomfort with freedom, your entire life will shift. Because what used to be pain becomes fuel, and what used to be fear becomes your invitation to rise. So here's your strategy, 3 steps, simple but ruthless. Number 1, seek discomfort daily. Not once a year, daily. Do the rep you want to skip. Make the call you've been avoiding. Tell the truth when it's hard. Run toward resistance. If you're not doing at least one thing every day that makes you uncomfortable, you're not growing. You're coasting. Number 2, decide ahead of time who you are. Winners don't wait to feel motivated. They anchor themselves in identity. You don't need motivation to act. You need to remember who the hell you are. When your alarm goes off, you don't ask how you feel. You remind yourself, I'm the kind of person who falls through, period. That's it. Emotion follows motion, not the other way around. Number 3, celebrate the discomfort, not the outcome, the discomfort. That means every time you lean into pain, every time you stretch beyond fear, you don't shrink. You reward it. You reinforce it. You say, this is who I am now. You train your brain that the fire doesn't burn you, it builds you. Because if you don't get this now, let me tell you where you're headed. A life of almosts, of what ifs, a potential that never saw the light of day. You'll look back and realize it wasn't the world that held you back. It was the tiny daily decision to choose comfort over calling. But not anymore, not after today, not after this moment. Because today you burn the old blueprint. Today you break the damn cycle. Today you raise your standard to the point that your old self wouldn't even recognize you. From now on, discomfort is your compass. Resistance is your signal. And fear is just the border of the life you've been dying to live. You want the secret to greatness? Comfort is where dreams go to die. Discomfort is where warriors are born. If you're not waiting on a breakthrough, your breakthrough is waiting on you. Every single day you hesitate, every moment you stall, every second you choose distraction over direction, you are training yourself to lose. You don't need another sign. You don't need another podcast, another quote, another affirmation. What you need is to move now. Let me ask you something that'll rip the mask right off. How much longer are you willing to live at 40% of who you really are? How many more mornings are you going to wake up dreading the life you're tolerating? Because listen to me, clarity without action is the beginning of delusion. You know what you need to do. You know, but knowing isn't power. And the real problem is not lack of time. It's not lack of resources. It's not that you don't have the right strategy. It's that you keep lying to yourself. You say you're committed, but your actions scream convenience. You say you're hungry, but you keep feeding your fear instead of your future. You say you want change, but you keep choosing comfort like it's a damn crown. Stop pretending. Start producing. Because here's the cold truth. Life doesn't care about your potential. It only responds to your performance. It doesn't care who you could be. It rewards who you become. So if you're sick of being stuck, if you're tired of watching other people rise while you stay caged in excuses, it's because you haven't demanded more from yourself than what's easy. You haven't made it non-negotiable. Let's get something straight. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. If you're not becoming the kind of person who can hold the life you say you want, you'll sabotage it the second it shows up. You want love? Be love. You want wealth? Become someone who serves so deeply, so obsessively that abundance has to find you. You want freedom? Show me your discipline. But let's be real. Your old patterns won't give up without a fight. They will whisper, just take one day off. You've been doing great. Relax. There's still time. No, there isn't. That voice is the voice of death. It's the part of you that dies slowly every time you choose delay over destiny. And if you don't kill that version of you now, it will bury your dreams alive. So here's what you do. 3 tactical moves, no fluff, just fire. Number 1, raise your baseline. Starting today, your worst day becomes someone else's best. That means your minimum standard is excellence. No more peaks and valleys, just elevated living. You train, you show up, you execute, regardless of how you feel. Discipline is no longer a skill. It's your identity. Number 2, collapse your timeline. Stop giving yourself months to do what you can do in a week. Speed is power. Compression is clarity. You don't need 6 months to turn your life around. You need one decision made with absolute certainty, backed by immediate action. Write the plan, cut the noise, go to war. Number 3, burn the damn backup plan. If you keep a safety net, you'll keep falling into it. You don't need more options. You need one path, and you own it. You live it. You become it. From this moment on, you're all in. No back doors, no escape hatches. Just forward. Forward with fire, forward with obsession. You're not here to survive. You're here to lead. You're here to conquer. You're here to wake up every cell in your body and say, I refuse to die with this potential still locked inside me. And if you don't feel that urgency surging through your veins yet, then you haven't truly decided. So I'm telling you right now, as if your soul depended on it, because it does, your new life won't begin until you kill the version of you that keeps waiting. You either rise by decision or you rot by delay. If you don't sacrifice for your vision becomes the sacrifice. Let that sink in, because that's the brutal truth most people choke on every damn day. You think you're playing it safe by waiting. You think you're being smart by holding off. No, you are killing your future with every moment you delay. Every day you choose hesitation over hunger, you are betraying the life you were born to live. And deep down, you know it. So let me ask you, how long are you going to live on potential? How long are you going to keep that dream locked in your head while your body rots in routine? Because make no mistake, potential unexpressed turns into pain. You think staying in your comfort zone is safe? It's not. It's a slow death. It's the silent killer of greatness. It's the invisible grave where most people bury their ambition. And here's the problem. You've gotten used to being average. You've normalized mediocrity. You've numbed yourself to your own power. But let me shake you awake. There is nothing normal about wasting your gift. There is nothing noble about playing small. Playing small serves no one. It insults the intelligence of the Creator who gave you a calling that's meant to move mountains. And what are you doing with it? Waiting, shrinking, rationalizing? Enough. This is your intervention, right here, right now. Because the clock is not slowing down. The world is not waiting for you to feel ready. And the life you want is not going to show up until you do. So let's cut the excuses. Let's crush the lies. Let's rip the mask off and face the fire. You say you want success, but do your habits show it? You say you want transformation, but are you willing to pay the price? Because the price isn't money. The price is discipline. The price is sacrifice. The price is obsession. The price is waking up and doing what needs to be done even when your feelings scream no. You want freedom? You better get addicted to doing the hard shit no one else is willing to do. So what do? You build it. You build the beast, one rep at a time, one decision at a time, one day at a time. Because here's what nobody told you. Confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you earn. You don't wait until you believe in yourself to take action. You take action until you force yourself to believe. Until the old, weak, timid version of you dies under the weight of your new standard. You want tactics? I'll give you fire. First, create a ritual that sets your soul on fire. Not a to-do list, a ritual, something that conditions your mind and body for war every single day. Move your body, feed your mind, command your focus. You do that every morning, and you don't start the day reacting. You start the day owning. Second, obsess over progress, not perfection. Perfection is the lie that keeps you frozen. Progress is the fuel that builds momentum. You don't need to be 100% ready. You need to be moving. Speed beats perfection every time. Take messy action. Take bold action. Just move. Third, raise your identity. Stop trying to act differently and start becoming someone new. Change what you believe about yourself. Stop saying I'm trying and start declaring this is who I am now. Because identity drives behavior. When your standards change, your results change. Instant. So here's your moment, your line in the sand, your no more moment. No more playing small, no more talking big and acting scared, no more dreaming without doing. This is the moment where everything changes, not because the world shifts, but because you do. Because you finally stopped negotiating with your excuses and started demanding results. Because when the pain of staying the same finally outweighs the fear of change, that's when you become unbreakable. Burn your excuses. Build the machine, become unstoppable. You were not born to be normal, you were born to be legendary.